What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring, your number one stop for all things theme park related. Today we have it's the weekly theme park wrap up. We have tons of big news, as well as I was filming this, even more news came out regarding the theme parks opening back up. So we're going to be talking about that in a video coming out tomorrow. But I'm going to touch up a little bit on it today and the new government regulations that just passed a couple of days ago, and talk about what the future of the reopening of theme parks are a little bit. There's a lot of big news in this weekly wrap up and a couple of bad things as well, but that's how it always is in these weekly wrap ups. So I hope this makes you excited and gives you a little bit of hope for the reopening of theme parks coming very soon. So with that being said, let's start the weekly theme park wrap up. This was filmed today on Saturday, April something, whatever today's date is. I don't know, I'm a little mixed up, but this was filmed on Saturday and you're watching this on a Sunday. So any news that comes out on the Sunday that you're watching this will be covered in the next weekly theme park wrap up. But if you want to take it one step further in supporting SoCal Exploring, donate $3 to our Buy Me a Coffee page link down in the description to help us produce higher quality theme park content for you all to enjoy. We also have a merchandise store where you can snag some official SoCal Exploring merch for a reasonable price, just like one of our decal stickers for just $3.99. Just visit teespring.com/stores/SoCalExploring-3. Click the link in the description of this video. And as always, check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram, at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. You can check out our Spotify, the Keep Exploring podcast. Subscribe if you're new here with those bell notifications on, and check out our website, SoCalExploring.com. And in our first bit of news today, the government proposes a country reopening starting on May 1st. So what does this mean for theme parks? Well, Phase 1 states that large venues can operate under strict distancing protocols, and Phase 2 states that all non-essential travel can resume, and large venues can operate under moderate distancing protocols. So basically what that means is they're going to set up the reopening of the country in different phases. Now, President Donald Trump did say that he's going to leave this up to the state governors on when they want to open back up their states and start to open up non-essential businesses, etc., like large venues like theme parks. Now, Governor Gavin Newsom, which is California's state governor, has stated that large gatherings like sport events and concerts will have to be held until 2021. But he didn't mention theme parks. Now, a theme park is still a large gathering. However, the theme parks are looking to set certain protocols, like it says right here, do certain protocols and such in order to test guests before they come in, to kind of see if they're affected by COVID, because they don't want them in invading everybody else in the park, and also for distancing stuff. So like, you'll have to distance yourself at Disneyland when you go, which is perfectly fine in my opinion. The governor also stated that businesses like restaurants and other things can open up as long as they can do some way of checking someone's temperature. Now, I'm assuming by businesses he also means theme parks, and I know you guys are going to argue with me, large gatherings are still theme parks, but it seems as if the overall state of the theme parks right now is they're all trying to get these regulations on how they can make the theme park safe when they reopen, and that's something that we're going to cover in the video tomorrow in a Universal Orlando survey that just got sent out. It seems like they're trying to take the proper regulations for them to actually reopen within a month or a month and a half. And actually, Bob Iger just got appointed to the head, I don't know exactly what it is, but Governor Gavin Newsom basically appointed Bob Iger to the head of the procedures of them getting the businesses back up and running and helping out with regulations and such. So Bob Iger's on that specific team for California. You already know he's going to have a say in Disneyland reopening, and Bob Iger has stated that they are actually working on temperature screenings to actually get Disneyland open, as well as the other theme parks. Here's my honest guess. Theme parks such as Disney and Universal will probably open in Phase 2, which will probably take place around early June, and then smaller theme parks such as Legoland could open mid-May. I honestly think that's great. That was my original prediction for the very beginning. I think that the Disney parks are going to open in June, or early June at least, which I think is a good prediction. We'll have tons of regulations, but we'll still be able to get out to the park, however. And it seems as if that's the overall trend, as in ever since the government announced that the regulations were going to be lifted on May 1st, well, the Florida governor has since opened the beaches, and the beaches are currently open in Florida. So with the Florida theme parks, being in jeopardy. It doesn't look like they're in jeopardy no more. It looks like they're going to open sooner than we expected. I think that the Florida theme parks, however, will open before the California theme parks do, in my personal opinion. I mean, speaking of closures and everything, all Universal parks have extended their closures to at least May 31st. So like I said, I don't think that we'll have Universal or Disney open until early June. And it goes to show you right here that Universal Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood have both extended their closure until at least May 31st, as well as Legoland California now saying that they've extended their closure until further notice. They have not given us a set date. They have said they're closing until further notice. Let's talk about something that's a little bit controversial, as recently the CEO of Universal put out that they're working on construction projects still despite what's happening in the world, like Super Nintendo World and Epic Universe. And a lot of people, when I posted this and said, hey look, here's a hint that Halloween Hornets construction is still happening, everyone was like, no, he only said Epic Universe and Super Nintendo World. Well, guess what? Everybody, you guys were a little bit wrong, because in a Channel 8 News live broadcast flyover tourist attractions in Orlando area to show effects of the COVID outbreak. Well, in that live broadcast brought to you by the Channel 8 News in Florida, you can see that they're working on the Jurassic World rumored roller coaster. You can see construction workers clearly working there. And this is live. This isn't pre-recorded or anything. This is a live broadcast. So they're not just working on Super Nintendo World and Epic Universe. They're actually working on all the different construction projects at Universal Orlando Resort. I don't know if it's the same over in Hollywood, because it's not really, like, if we fly a helicopter, I'm sure someone could fly a helicopter over Hollywood's theme park, but I'm sure nobody's thought of doing it at all because due to the restrictions and everything. However, we're going to be talking about this tomorrow too. Like, you guys are going to want to watch tomorrow's video because there's a lot of big news. But there was a picture posted of Halloween Hornets 30 construction going on at Orlando recently. Like, this photo was taken recently, like 2 days ago. So that was still when the pandemic was going on. And Halloween Hornets construction is well underway for Orlando at least. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. And in other big news, Six Flags has recently filed a permit to bring an RMC Raptor coaster to their beloved theme park. That's right, you heard me, an RMC Raptor. To the theme park tracker for first breaking this story. Recently, they filed plans for an RMC Raptor coaster to come in 2021, and this coaster would be located in the former Green Lantern location and used as a modified loading station, hence the reason the former Green Lantern station is still standing. It looks exactly identical to the attraction being built at Six Flags Great Adventure called the Jersey Devil. And from the plans that Six Flags has filed, it looks like it will go over Tidal Wave, and it doesn't look like Tidal Wave will be removed, at least in these current plans. I'm super excited for this. If this is true, which it looks like it's true, I'm all for it. Like, I've never ridden an RMC Raptor. Let me just put that out there. The closest one we have is Railblazer over at California's Great America, and I just haven't got out to that theme park. It's not been a theme park that I want to go out to, nor have I had the money to travel, because I'm saving everything to go to Orlando this year. But if we were to get one in Magic Mountain, oh my goodness, I'm going to be so excited. I know a lot of people are saying that an RMC Raptor wouldn't fit in Magic Mountain. That's not the coaster that we need with such pristine coasters. But it is the coaster that we need. It is the coaster that we need. Let's be real here. We need an RMC Raptor, and it's looking like I said right now, it's going to use the same station as Green Lantern did, because in the plans it says a modified loading station. So most likely they'll just use the same station that Green Lantern has. I don't know what the theme will be though. That would be weird to see like what the theme will be of it, because it's placed in the DC Universe area. Will they theme it to Green Lantern again? Who knows? I guess that'd be easy for them to do. Disney has also unveiled the Tiki Room collection for their monthly merch line, Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction. Enchanted Tiki Room collection will be released on shopdisney.com on May 15th, while April's Small World collection will be released on April 18th. Yep, they have released a sneak peek of the collection, and even though you guys know that the Disney parks are closed and they're not able to release these merchandise lines in person in their actual stores, they're able to release it on shopdisney.com. And man, this is one of my favorite collections right here. Like, I've been following the Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction collection ever since they first released it. And honestly, this has to be one of my favorites. It's so pretty. I like the greens. It really stays true to its Tiki Room roots. I like it. I think you guys should go to shopdisney.com on May 15th it was. I think it was May 15th. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just said it. And snag yourself some official Minnie Mouse the Main Attraction May monthly Enchanted Tiki Room collection merchandise, because that stuff is pretty nice. And speaking of theme parks and haunt events reopening and running this year, well, Knott's Scary Farm looks like it's hinting from recent social posts to still run Scary Farm this year. So a lot of people are afraid that Scary Farm and haunts like Halloween Horror Nights are in jeopardy, but it looks like Scary Farm's planning to run it. As on social media recently on their Instagram, they asked for people to send in entries for their annual art show for the 2020 haunt season. So it looks like they are still planning on running haunt this year at Knott's Berry Farm, their annual Knott's Scary Farm event. That's exciting stuff, and more stuff starts coming out that makes us believe that haunt's going to be happening this year. But in our last piece of news, and probably one of our biggest pieces of news today, Bob Iger has taken over as CEO again, and Bob Chapek is out. Well, as of recently, Bob Iger was stepped down from his position as the Walt Disney Company CEO on February 25th, and now he has stepped back up to the plate to help rebuild this company financially, help them out with different advertising plans. He's already said in an interview that he's planning on getting rid of old advertising plans to really get this company on its feet again. Due to the recent pandemic, they have lost so much money. I feel like a lot of the people have realized that Bob Chapek hasn't done a great job at trying to rebuild the company, as a lot of us speculated Bob Chapek wouldn't do a great job in general, but no hate on the guy. Bob Iger is back, and we don't know how long he's going to be back for. His contract ends December 2021, so we don't know if this is just going to be a temporary thing just to get us back on our feet because of the pandemic, like get Walt Disney Company back on their feet as far as financially goes. They're also doing downsizing for tons of cast members, which is unfortunate. If you guys don't know what downsizing means, that means that they're firing a ton. So it's really unfortunate, but Bob Iger has said himself he will not be dealing with the downsizing. That will be Bob Chapek's job. So yeah, Bob Iger's back as CEO, at least for now. We'll see what he does as far as getting the Walt Disney Company back on their feet, and I think he's going to do a great job at it nonetheless. I think he has all the key tools to get this company back on their feet. He's had such a long history at Disney, and I think he is the guy to do it. And he's the new CEO as of now. He was CEO, then he stepped down, now he's CEO again. Crazy, right? That does it for today's weekly theme park wrap-up. Let me know about all the stories down below, what you guys think on them, what you guys think about the theme parks reopening with specific regulations, and stay tuned for the video coming out tomorrow. Also check out Horror Nights Unscripted, the brand new monthly series coming out, that already came out with me and Losh TV. Yep, that's right, we did our announcement yesterday, so you guys aren't going to want to miss the first episode, available on both Spotify and on my YouTube channel. You can find it on Spotify, Horror Nights Unscripted, and find it on my YouTube channel. It's the most recent podcast before this one, so make sure to check it out, everybody. My name is Scott. You've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.